Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for organic Bible study that's fresh and delicious here in the Bible Bistro. And today we're looking at verses 12 and 13 in Psalm 119. This is the bait section, the second section in Psalm 119. Now, we started with a question. I'll ask the question again today because that's our catechetical question. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? What's the answer to that question? Well, so far we've had 3 answers, haven't we? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart I have sought thee, O let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. So 3 different things. We're going to take heed, we're going to seek according to the commandments, and that is in prayer. And then number 3, we're going to hide the word in our heart. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? And then we have those answers. Today we come to Numbers 4 and 5. Number 4 and 5 is 12 and 13. We're going to read those verses now. If you have your Bible, I hope you'll open it up with me. If you don't have it, I'll be glad to read those for you. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. With my lips I have declared all the judgments of thy mouth. Let's ask the question again. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. So we have a request. We're back in prayer again. We can say that the answer to the question is praying, but then there's the other piece of that, and just like in verse 10 where we had a prayer, we were talking about seeking the Lord, and seeking the Lord has to be according to His Word. And so we're asking the Lord to keep us while we seek Him according to the Word. Here, we're asking the Lord to teach us. So again, we have prayer, but the subject of the prayer is, if I'm going to cleanse my way, how do I cleanse my way? Well, I need to be taught. We're praying that the Lord would teach us. Are you available for the Lord to teach you? Are you willing for the Lord to teach you, or do you just already know it all? Because if you just already know it all, then do you really need to pray a prayer? Do you really need to seek Him? Do you really need to hide His word in your heart? Or if you're not teachable, then how can you cleanse your way? The question still stands. How do you cleanse your way? How does a young man cleanse his way? Well, here we have to be teachable. We're praying, Lord, teach me. You're blessed, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. You see the humility here. You see how the young man places himself under the hand of God and says, please teach me. Because we've learned it wrong, and now we need to learn it right, and we need to learn not from some guru, but we need to learn from His Word. Remember, it's a biblical spirituality. It's not a spirituality separated from the Bible. It is a spirituality that is rooted in the Bible. So the Bible sets the rails up on either side of the lane so that you can't go off into the ditch on either side. The 5th answer to the question is there in verse 13. With my lips I have declared all the judgments of thy mouth. In verse 11, we had something that was spoken to the soul. I'm going to hide the word in my heart. So we're speaking to the soul because we're meditating on the word and we're speaking the word to us, in the heart. I'm hiding it there. How do you hide it there? Well, you do that by speaking it to yourself. Now I'm speaking out to my neighbor. I'm declaring all the judgments. I'm not telling my neighbor about the sports scores. I'm telling him about the judgments of the Lord. So my witnessing is a way to cleanse my way. I'm teachable, and I am sharing what I've learned about His judgments with my neighbor. So how does a young man cleanse his way? 2 more ways there today in verses 12 and 13. Okay, join me again tomorrow, and we'll look at verses 14 and 15 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.